So the plans for the football facility were announced. Is that kind of a cool thing? I mean, you're obviously not going to be here, but cool thing to know it's going to be happening.
That's cool. And I expect to call in a couple of years asking for some help funding. So let's see how that goes.
A couple of years, it's going to be right after you leave.
Yeah, probably. Maybe next year.
You can always make the pledge now and then come back and fund it later.
Right, sign a little
when you were being recruited, was that something that UCLA had to kind of explain to you, like our facilities aren't quite on par with other schools?
No, I think that's just something that they try to not talk about. I think for whatever reason, their facilities here are obviously not as good as maybe Oregon's or some other schools like that. But I think what we lack in facility makeup and other things, coaching staff and the environment, just Westwood in general, and locations and whatnot.
Is that something you took into account though when you were doing your list of schools and that sort of thing?
No, not really. I went to Notre Dame. That was my other visit. Both facilities were off the chart. They're not really comparable, but it kind of is what it is. And I think each school has its pros and cons. For a school like Notre Dame, they had to make that kind of their selling point.
What do you need out of the facility? I've been asking a couple players, like, what seeing Ashanti just was like, I need weights and a locker. What do players need?
Well, I think that's just the basics. Somewhere to sit down, somewhere to shower, somewhere to just feel if you need to get away, just come and kind of hang out. I think we have that here, definitely. But everyone's doing all these kind of extreme and crazy things. You just had to kind of step in and get on par with that.
You want Persian rugs and nice couches.
Right. You don't need a retina scan locker with iPad compatibility. No.
I don't think we're not very high maintenance. At least I'm not. So the basics are fine. But like I said, it's kind of something that everyone's jumping on, so they kind of had to jump on that way.
I'm writing a story about Shaq. I was just talking to Devin, and he said that he is kind of misunderstood. I guess that people can't really put Shaq in a box. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you really know Shaq until you talk to him, sit down, and just hang out with him. He's my roommate a couple times, and he's a pretty funny guy. You wouldn't really know that. Just being out here, he's kind of quiet to himself. Behind closed doors, to do in person.
But he's got that kind of fieriness to him, too. How do you see him balancing that quiet with the fire? Is he just out of nowhere, he'll explode?
I think in certain situations, he's very competitive, so very competitive. And so either on the field or playing video games or just anything. It's easy to kind of push his buttons. I kind of know what to say to him to get him upset. And sometimes it's just to mess with him, but I think sometimes just get him going a little bit. I think he's a better player when he's kind of playing with that fire.
What kind of buttons do you push to get him
just talking to him. He's one of those guys that if you talk to him, he's gonna listen. Say something back to you, and it's always fun to talk shit.
He kind of plays with his emotions like that.
Right, but he's able to channel them real well.
Yeah,
he uses them to his advantage all the time. If you do talk, he's gonna talk back to you, and then score a touchdown on it, then you're kind of it's gonna shut you up. So
when you guys heard his comments about USC and that stuff, do you have to just kind of laugh and be like, that's so Shaq?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He's just being honest with how he feels, and I don't think it's right for any of us to tell him not to do that. I want everybody to be themselves and express themselves the way they want to. Whether that's right or wrong, I think it's indifferent.
And I feel like some players will say, I hate this school, or I hate these guys we're playing this week. But it seems like with Shaq, he really means it when he says that. He really does hate them.
I think it kind of maybe raise some eyebrows, but I think it's just him being himself.
Just Shaq being Shaq.
Shaq being Shaq. Simple as that.
All right.
This is your second bye week, and 5 weeks to start the season. Have you had this before, and how do you feel about kind of not playing 2 weeks out of the first 5?
I haven't really dealt with it before, but it just gives us an opportunity to really focus on the conference and our first conference game, which is obviously very important, and get some guys healthy. That might be nicked up. I don't think we have too many injuries right now, but we had a lot of mistakes last game. It gives us an opportunity to focus on those and correct those, so it's definitely benefited us. I don't think there's any cons to it thus far.
Would you say this defense is a little tougher than it was last year? Maybe a little more.
They have a better understanding.
Yeah.
When you have a better understanding, you're allowed to play faster. And when you play faster, it might come off as you're playing tougher. But I think when you have a good feel for what you're doing, you don't have to think about it. You have to just go out there and play.